Hey guys, how's it going and welcome back to Play the Game. It's Jesus and today I'm looking at the things I dislike in Exo Zombies. Now if you haven't seen the original video as to why I love Exo Zombies, you probably go click that now as I point out that it's not that I dislike Exo Zombies, it's that there's things in it that I dislike. And I'm going to be pointing those out to you now. The first, probably one of the biggest flaws in it for me, I know it sounds really stupid, one of the biggest flaws for me is how unimaginative they were with the names of the weapons. When you upgrade a weapon, it just sticks with the original name with Mark II, Mark III, Mark IV. You just can't do that, man. That's such a slap to the face of the player. Like, I understand that you could do that in China, and I know that sounds really fucked up, but the Chinese have never played the zombies that we have, so they wouldn't know that there are some, like, funny, punny, whatever the fuck E1s. Like, for example, the fucking Infinity Ward flamethrower from World at War, stuff like that. Like that was awesome. I thought that was one of the best parts of it, but they don't add that, and that's kind of terrible considering the track record of the last zombies. Another big issue is a lack of variety of perks, and I know perks are kind of difficult to create, but they ran out of ideas to the point where it's like Exo Slam was a perk, and that's not a perk. That's not a perk whatsoever. Like, I understand that it's going to be a perk right now, but slamming down was just a constant variable in multiplayer and single player, and adding it as a fucking perk instead of just a thing you always have, I understand will balance the game, but they should have had more perks if they're just gonna go out there and be like, oh yeah, why don't you just make fucking melee a perk then? Like, that's ridiculous. It's just so stupid. Another thing that was kind of stupid was the lack of color variation or music in with the perks. That was a big pain in the ass, because like one of my favorite things about zombies was hearing the music when you bought the perk, or like having the colorful icon on your screen and stuff, and everything is just like a blue holographic. And I know that's the kind of feel they're going for, but it takes away from the experience, in my opinion. The map was kind of small. The map was small, and it's not the biggest deal, because like honestly I found the map really, really fun, but it was incredibly small, especially because we have the exosuits to dash around all over the place now. You can't have a small map if you're gonna have suits that like you go through it in like 30 seconds. It seems very lazy to me in that aspect. The Easter egg was terrible. The Easter egg, I can't. The Easter egg was such a pain in the ass. It wasn't even like questy, or like some people call it a quest. So it wasn't questy, it wasn't Easter eggy. Shooting at the fucking ground for half an hour to try to get a fucking ID card is not what I would consider fun. The other ones were fun because it was like a puzzle. This one was annoying because it was fucking annoying. Like, I know that's not a very good argument, but here's an example. Treyarch Zombies, you had to shoot at something specific with an upgraded weapon. That's cool. In this one, you have to fucking shoot a pipe for 5 minutes until it falls down, and then slam on top of a fucking chamber to bring up another chamber. Like, it just seems asinine. Many of the weapons feel underpowered, specifically from the box, like the laser weapons. I really wish the laser weapons would do a bit more damage or penetrate the enemies. I know it doesn't make any sense to penetrate the enemies, so then do a bit more damage, because they feel way too underpowered. Most weapons do, honestly. Like, the ASM-1, the weird-looking Tommy gun, that feels incredibly underpowered when you get to higher rounds. It feels more like a wall-bot weapon from the box. And that's not a big deal, but I don't know. Considering it's like the most powerful fucking weapon that you could use in multiplayer, and the old one was the BAL, but it just seems underpowered in zombies when you take into consideration how overpowered it is in single player and multiplayer. The EMP Exo Zombies are just, they're too much, man. I love them, I think they're great. Great addition to the series, they help balance it, but man, there's way fucking too many of them. Easily in a round, you can get, I'd say, 15, 20 of these EMP zombies, and it's ridiculous. That's way too much. Now, I understand getting about 5 or 10 in a round. I think that would be a huge, huge update in the balance. I think the balance would be perfect at that point, but having that many Exo Zombies that are EMPs are just, it's ridiculous. Like, half the time you don't get a chance to do anything. Like, you're just stuck there being constantly EMP'd. And while someone might argue that that is part of the difficulty, I will agree that that's part of the difficulty, but when it's taking away from the experience, I don't think that should be part of the difficulty. And finally, this isn't the biggest issue, but I do agree that it is kind of game-breaking. Credits are way too easily gotten. You can get credits. You can get thousands of credits in a single round. You can get a crawler and just keep going up to those machines and getting 100 credits, like the credit machine wall things. I don't know, they're like ATMs. You just keep getting 100 credits, and then eventually it'll malfunction and give you a couple thousand credits, or 1,000. I can't remember if it's a couple thousand, only 1,000, but it'll give you a whole shit ton of credits, and you're like, what the fuck? Why would you? I understand why they added it, but I believe that it was unmerited. Like, there was no reason to add it. Maybe if there was like an easy mode, like in Black Ops 2, and then you added that to the easy mode, it would have made more sense. But I think that, like I said with the last thing, with the EMP zombies, it takes away from the experience. It makes it a bit too easy to get money. Now, when there's something too difficult and too easy, you generally think they balance out, but not exactly. The EMP zombies don't really balance out the fact that money is just so easily gotten. And money doesn't balance out the fact that the EMP zombies show up too much. But that's just my opinion. If you guys like the video, please like the video, obviously. Subscribe to Play the Game. Tell me what you think in the comments. Am I being too harsh on the game? I think I'm giving it too much love, personally. I do love Exo Zombies. Nothing about this indicates that I dislike Exo Zombies. It's just things I dislike in Exo Zombies. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching.